couple things we could do here. I kind of want to show you a little extra than what we did for those of you that are close to my heart consultants and were at the virtual convention. A little fun. I mentioned adding gold embossing powder along the edges, and I'm going to, just so you can see how quick the ultra thick works, I'm going to use ultra thick embossing enamel in the gold. Now you can use a spoon, you can use, companies sell things like this. This is by Gary in Berlin, and you can actually scoop it, or if you have any little similar device, it'll work. So I wanted to show you how you can hit just one area and you can embellish on that area. So this is a two-handed trick. So I'm going to heat with one hand and I'll scoop with the other. See how quick that was? And that's just, if this was regular gold embossing powder, you probably would have to do a couple of coats. But I'm just going to kind of do it along the edges. So here we go. Now you can also do this, which is usually how I do it, my fingers. Okay, so that added a little more oomph to it. I may have added too much. It doesn't bother me. I actually kind of like it. I like kind of that antique, gilded, all that just appeals to me. I wanted to show you one more thing while we're going for it. Let's show you another little technique here. Okay, you could use micro beads of any kind, but Suze Weinberg has these things called Dazzles. Let's try that again. Dazzles, and they're just microfine beads with little bits, specks of like confetti glitter. They're so much fun. Anyway, she has all sorts of colors. What I'm going to do, just like we did with the gold embossing powder, is I'm going to just scoop a little and put in just a couple little places. Okay. Now notice how after I scooped it, I hit it again with the heat because I want it to melt in to the embossing powder. What I want to do is, actually in the class I used StazOn, but I'm going to try, I just got this yesterday. I ordered the Archival Black. I wanted to see if it worked any better. Maybe it has a little slower drying time. So hopefully it'll work, because this is the first time I'm trying it out. It was in front of you. So what you're going to do is you're going to ink up your sentiment stamp. Alright, and I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to heat up this again, and hopefully everything will be okay, because sometimes when it cools too much and then you reheat it, it messes it up. So hopefully I won't have messed this up. I almost forgot that I needed to stamp it diagonally. But that you have to work really, really fast. You have to do it while it's hot. Press down firmly. And then you want to let it cool for a second, so don't pull up right away. And let's all hope that it came out the way I wanted. and pull up slowly because it will stick. Yes! This actually turned out better than the one I did for the virtual convention. And you know, that just makes me so happy. Okay, come on. There we go. See if I can pick it up here. Let me show you. How gorgeous is that? If I may say so myself. I just think that, oh, it does it for me. I just love that look. Alright, so now that we have that done, I'm going to let this completely cool and then we'll crack it. I just took it out of the fridge. It was flatter when I put it in, but when it cooled it kind of curled. Not a big deal. I'm just going to start bending it. Bend it in different directions. Like this area right here, I can tell it's kind of thin. It's not as thick. So you may not get it to crack there just because it's too thin. Now, one thing you want to be careful of, see how this is starting to flake up right here? Just don't overwork it too much, because you want to avoid that if you can. Okay, so hopefully you can see the cracks. Let's see if I can make it crack there. No. You could also maybe put this in the freezer. I had mine in the fridge, but get it even colder and then try it again. It seems to crack a little more too that way. But you can see it's not quite as curled by the time I get done cracking it. So like I told you earlier, don't worry too much if it seems like it's curling up on you. It'll flatten out. Okay? Alright, I think we're good.